Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the FearFans podcast. I'm your host,
Don Elme. With me is Jill, and we're just going to wait for Nick to join us. He should be joining us hopefully real soon. And so tonight, I promised you guys Scream 3, and here we are. And yeah, Scream 3. So this is this was meant to be the final film, but 11 years later, that we were shown that's not true at all.
Yeah.
Yes, and this even though a lot of people consider this one of the lesser films of the whole franchise, it did have some positive things going for it. It's like it introduced some interesting characters, such as Patrick Dempsey's character, Detective Mark Kincaid, and a lot of people know Patrick Dempsey from Grey's Anatomy.
Or older films too, from the 80s.
Oh yes. I also remember him from Outbreak when he played the punk guy who brought the infected monkey.
Yep.
And most recently, he was in another horror film, Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yep. So, hey, Leon, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining. Hey, Thomas. Oh yeah, like there's gonna be other people joining us shortly. Yeah, Nick's had his monthly meeting, so he's gonna be joining us later on. And so for now, it's just me and Jill. So we're covering Scream 3, and. Yeah, Scream 3. It's continued. Takes place a year after the events of the second movie, and this film was actually released 3 years after Scream 2, so the year 2000.
Yeah,
and also in the same year, when released the parody of the Scream movies, Scary Movie, parody of the Scream movies. Yeah. So.
Yeah, those are so funny.
Yeah, I did enjoy those. Yeah, I just got on this recently.
Nice.
One day we're gonna have to cover that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Oh, hey Billy. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hey Chris, good to see you. Wow, we got a lot of people here now.
Hi.
Maybe not many people there's not many people on the screen, but a lot of audience, so I'd like to see that.
They'll be on soon.
Oh yeah. Yes, they will. And of course I had to start this off with my Ghostface outfit. Oh, look.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. We actually ended up going to the passages meeting, but we ended up leaving early because now it's starting to rain like crazy outside.
Yeah, tis a dark and stormy night in the Chicagoland.
Wow.
It was actually starting to get kind of scary because they actually were talking about possible tornadoes, but as right now, there's no watches or warnings or anything like that, so it might just happen later at night. So we'll just have to see what goes on.
Yeah, we'll see. But here, hey Charles. Here's new. Hey, hey, I gotta say, love Texas, great state. I haven't been there in a while, but I been to Galveston. I've been to Houston, experienced all kinds of great things there. So hey, it's good to see you. Good to have you on here.
I actually know Charles. He's been he's watched some of our other podcasts on this network.
Oh, has he? Nice.
He's a regular.
Oh, hey Santi, good to see you. Nick, you're a different location. Yeah, he's at his place and I'm at mine. So
well, not only that. Well, I know what he's trying to say. No, not necessarily. I'm in a different location. I'm just in another part of the basement because, like I said a week or so ago, we had a leak in my area where I normally sit. Which since it's now finally dried up, but unfortunately we still got to clean up that area. So
I see.
Until then, I got to be in this area or in my upstairs office.
Gotcha. Yep. That bright blue sky. Nice.
Pickle Tom!
Hey, Tom. Sorry, not on tonight. Been keeping an eye on. Oh, okay. Well, hey, do what you have to do for your dad. I totally understand, man. So
play that game. Oh my God, Joe! Should play that game last night. Did you guys see that live we did last night? Did you guys watch that?
What'd you do?
Oh, it was so much fun. It's so damn funny. Tom, myself, and Joe, we all did a gameplay together. Yes, we were playing golf on Steam.
Nice.
And man, I got to be honest, I haven't played an online golf game for quite a long time, but it was so much fun. Don, I know you got a Steam account. You got to get golfing and play with us one of these days. Jill, you should do the same too.
Maybe.
It's only $9. It's not that expensive at all.
Okay.
Tom said he got in trouble for being too loud.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So, Nick, tonight we're covering Scream 3, which was supposed to be the last film of the Scream movies until 11 years later. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and this is actually the first time where Courtney Cox and David Arquette appeared, were in the movie when they were married in real life.
That's right.
Yes. It's pretty awesome that they were actually a couple in the movie and then a couple in real life, but then and it's just after the end of the relationship, they pointed out, they made it incredibly meta in the fifth Scream movie when their characters were divorced in the film.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Scream. Yeah, that's the thing. Scream just gets more and more meta with each film. Even in this one, it does. It says where there's a movie within a movie, the Stab franchise, which depicts the events of the Scream movies. I know, could not get more meta than that.
Movie within a movie thing.
Yes.
Mhm.
And here they're working on Stab 3, the final film of the Stab trilogy.
Santi, I didn't get a haircut. I just have it combed out. It's pretty much the same. He said I got a new haircut. I haven't gotten any. Like comedy, like the man of comedy, Bob Saget.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's talking about, but okay then.
Yeah, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
It's like the Romero trilogy. We thought the third film was going to be the last one, but then there's another sequel years later. Yep, that is true.
It's Rambo.
Yeah. Oh, the Rambo. Oh, yeah. Rambo.
Yeah, it's Rambo trilogy.
Oh, yeah. Well, Romero too. Yeah, when you think about the Dawn of the Dead, like Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead. Yeah.
Land of the Dead.
That was a trilogy. That was a trilogy until years later when they made another one. So, yeah.
Sorry, guys. Unfortunately, I'm starting to suffer my allergies. So.
Oh, he's infected with the T virus again.
This is a torture period for me. I hate it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. So, yeah, and once again in Scream 3, we have an opening where there's a shocking attack by Ghostface. Like in the first film, it's where he was targeting Casey and her boyfriend. Yeah, Casey played by Drew Barrymore. The second film, it was offing Will Smith's wife in the movie theater, and now here is where he kills off a frequent character of the series, Cotton, and yeah, who apparently in the beginning of this film, he was he became a controversial talk show host after he was just basically living off of the fame he got from being wrongfully accused of murder.
Yeah, he didn't seem like a really great guy in it.
Yeah, Liev Schreiber. Yeah. Let's see.
Guys, I won't be gone long, but I'm actually talking with Jeremy quickly. Apparently, I've been logged out from StreamYard, so I'm going to try to get the password. So if I do go out, I'm only just going to be gone for maybe a minute or so. It's kind of weird. StreamYard's been logging people out of the accounts.
Yeah, I had that same issue.
It seems like it primarily happens when the when the computer's off or something like that. What's up, Nikki?
Hey, Nikki.
Nikki, what's up? Yeah, wondering if she's going to be able to. If she's able to join us. I mean, she's still in the in our group chat, so she's had the link.
She was. I don't know if you saw it. She said for the last 2 weeks or so that she was on holiday with her daughter because her daughter was off of school. So that's why she hasn't been on for these last few weeks.
Oh, hey, Sus Gaming, good to see you. Yeah, I know who this is. This is yeah, just for context, Jill. Yeah, I recently spoke to went back to my grade school and spoke to some classes from one of my former teachers about autism because it's Awareness Month. Yeah, so
that's right.
And I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe this is one of those kids.
Nice.
Kate wears. I heard from Kate that she often wears blue to represent autism awareness.
Oh yeah. Blue is the autism awareness color. I've seen people dye their hair blue for that.
This is actually, I mean, it may look black on camera, but it's actually a very dark blue color.
Yeah. Oh,
he said, "Yep."
Hey, Sauce Gaming, here, look what I got for this.
Cosplay.
I just had to, Yes.
Oh yeah, see, I just saw it from Nikki. She can't make it. Her daughter's still home.
Oh, I got you. I totally understand.
Daughter.
Yeah, Nikki. Yeah, she's in a different time zone, all the way in Australia. So I'm wondering what time it is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably about sometime in the morning. I think about 10 or 11 o'clock.
Gotcha.
I believe.
Yeah.
She just said hopefully next week she'll join back.
Right. And so, yeah, this film. Oh, hold on. Billy's got something here. Oh, wait. Hang on. What did he say? My little one doesn't find Anna Faris funny at all. What did you think of her? I thought her character, like, she was playing a dumb character in Scary Movie. Yeah, but that's what he's referring to. Because the same year when in 2000 when Scream 3 was released is when the Scary Movie franchise started. Yeah, the parody of Scream, which then started parodying other horror films as the series went on. I remember those years. Yeah, us millennials remember that in those days really well. Here, let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. This film also has serves as an early role for Jenny McCarthy, who I believe her son also has autism.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Oh, yes. I've seen her go on talk shows about it. Yeah. And let's see, the year 2000. I wonder if she was still she had yet to date Jim Carrey at the time.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. And I think she was like, and it's like, hey, say what you want about Scream 3, but I still consider this a better movie than what she was in previously the same year. She was in this really bad movie called Python about a giant.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Python.
About a giant 60-foot snake, and I had a curiosity. I went back to that film and I saw like what her character was, and she was like she played a really dumb character in this who ended up getting decapitated by the python's tail, like swish, and it was so stupid.
Yeah.
It sounds insane.
Yeah. Oh, here, Sauce Gaming is asking, I know this is off topic, but didn't someone who had autism make Pokemon? Yes, Satoshi Tajiri. Yep, he started it because he wanted to create a video game based on his hobby that he did, collecting bugs, which was was derived from his autism. We always had these compulsive things, collecting things, like as you see here. But for me it was film. For him it was bugs, and he was like, I need to make a video game out of this, and that's what the game ended up showing us, that the compulsive side of autism. We want to collect things, and the slogan, gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, there's really a lot to it when you think about it. Anyway, Chris was saying, like Anaconda. Oh, yeah, but Anaconda was better than Python.
Way better.
Yeah.
Way better. At least Anaconda had good practical effects. I mean, with Python, I believe, like 90% of it was CGI. It was stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
She cured her son of autism, not signed. But is there a cure? No, there is not. But there is ways that you could help it, though. There are certain therapies that have been proven to help it over the years. Yes, but for most part, it's all experimental.
Right.
Yes. Oh, here.
Sorry, I'm just sending a quick message to Jeremy because right now, I'm trying to get back into StreamYard right now.
No worries, bro. And so, Santi, I never really knew. The last thing I remember was the new Scream movie that came out a few years ago. Yeah, it was 2022. Jenna Ortega, and she was in the Scream 6, which came out last year.
5 and 6.
Don't forget Lake Placid. Yes, I remember Lake Placid. That was 1999. I remember seeing the poster for that when my parents took me out to see that Disney movie Tarzan. Yeah. But anyway, back to Scream 3. So the whole premise of this is Ghostface is back again, and he's after people who are on the set of Stab 3, the final film of in the movie within a movie, the Stab franchise, and is luring Sydney back again to face him. And this movie literally plays into the trope of like a final film of a trilogy, like revealing something that you didn't know, like about that you never knew, and it was which formed like this connection to events from the first film. And this was demonstrated, like Randy pointed this out when he was made a brief appearance via VHS tape. And yeah, it was, oh, hey, Dead Souls. Glad to see you. Yes, Dead Souls. She's pretty cool. She's been on my video game live streams before. All right, how many Scream movies are there? There are 6 as of right now. They're working on another one, and I believe they got Neve Campbell to come back to reprise her role as Sydney.
I'm excited for that.
Yes, I'm just sad that there's not going to be Melissa Barrera or Jenna Ortega in it. I'm sad about that. I hear a rumor they're going to kill them off, and I'm hoping that's not true. They're going to upset a lot of people. But and also this tackles. Let's see. What was I going to say? Like the whole idea of the killer being stronger than ever, but that's only because he was wearing a bulletproof vest this time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like this one was like smarter than the ones before it. And man, and I think it was very fitting that this took place in Hollywood, where like all the magic happens in like creating movies, but also this this also addresses the dark side of Hollywood, where where there have been new upcoming like actors and actresses who end up getting taken advantage of by the industry. And one of the biggest
sad part about it.
Yes, which is pretty crazy because one of the producers of this, or like one of the producers of the network that this is with, Dimension Studios. Yeah, Harvey Weinstein is one of the biggest offenders of that.
Guys, I'll be back in just a sec. Jeremy got me logged in, so I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay, good. I mean, it's like you think about all the great work that has been made possible from that monster, and the people on the public as a whole had no idea what he was doing with these actresses, and I'm just like, if even half of what these people are saying is true, then he needs to be held accountable for what he's done. Like I remember reading the news reports about it, just being sickened.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, here, Dead Souls is saying Roman with glasses and Roman without the glasses are two different people. It's like they kind of did look different. He kind of looked like different without the glasses, like like Clark Kent, where he takes off the glasses like Superman. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to.
Yeah, it's
example.
Yep. Welcome back.
Yeah, well, that's kind of surprising that the green screen showed up behind me. I didn't even have it activated.
Yeah. There's a cameo by
status.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's true. There is a cameo by Jay and Silent Bob in this movie because it's Miramax. That's true. And you know who's also cameoed in this film? One of the biggest horror producers of all time.
Trying to. Oh wait, is it man? It's like right in front of me. Wait, is it Lance Henriksen?
Well, he's one of them, but he's not. I said producer, not actor.
Producer. Okay, I was gonna say I remember Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, he plays the crooked producer in this film. Yes.
Yeah. Starred in a lot of horror films.
There's a real producer in that played a cameo in this who was big in the horror industry, including B horror. Come on, Nick, you got this.
It's been so many years since I've seen Scream 3. Wes Craven, right?
Well, Wes Craven directed this.
Yeah,
yes,
I was going to say he directed it.
Okay, you want to know, Nick?
Just go ahead. It's been such a long time since I've seen Scream 3.
Roger Corman.
Oh, Roger Corman. Okay.
Yep. A lot of great, a lot of B horror stuff was made possible, including Little Shop of Horrors. Because of him, he came up with the idea of Little Shop of Horrors, like on a bet that he could create something like that within a day or two.
He also made a lot of the Edgar Allan Poe movies, with 8 of them to be total, with all but one of them having Vincent Price in them.
Yep. And he also produced one of my favorite Jaws ripoff, Piranha. Which we also covered on the podcast earlier.
He also supposedly said that although he never worked on it, he said he did receive the script, and I think he was originally supposed to help out making the movie The Silence of the Lambs in the early 90s. So because they often say that's a movie that he should have made himself because it was just so good. And it's even more surprising that Roger Corman's still alive today.
Yes.
He's like 97 years old.
I was about to say, he's in his 90s. He's got to be.
You know, I just got to throw this out real quick since we're talking about him. It's funny how the movies that he made,
I'm getting messages.
He had all these different historic actors. You know, he had Vincent Price, he had Peter Lorre, he even had at times Jack Nicholson.
Yep.
All of these, Barbara Steele. Well, except for her, all of these people are now long gone, and these guys had movie careers. Some dating back to the 1920s.
Right.
All those guys are gone now. But yeah, Roger Corman is still alive today. Oh, wait, Ray Milland. He also did Man with X-Ray Eyes.
Yep.
You know, he's worked with all these people who are gone. Roger's still alive today.
Yep. And I did mention before about Little Shop of Horrors. You mentioned Jack Nicholson. Well, the original Little Shop of Horrors from 1960 was Jack Nicholson's very first movie when he was in his early 20s.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It's true.
I've seen the earliest movie I've seen with Jack Nicholson. It wasn't a horror movie, but it was still something of an interest. And he was in his late 20s in this case, was when he was in that Hell's Angels movie back in the 60s.
Right. That's true. He did do the original Death Race 2000. Yes, that's right. Nice Scream. Oh, hey, Nightman. Good to see you. Let's see. Trying to catch up here. Yes, that is true. Princess Leia was in Scream 3. Yeah, you mentioned this, and also so did Billy. Yes, there was a scene where Sid. Oh, here. Oh, look who's joining us. Hey, Irene.
What's up, Irene?
Hey,
Hi.
guess what? Our podcast went really weird sideways. We were talking about haunted. Oh, I was talking to the guest about the places that he goes to that he could bring back unwanted guests, and
Oh.
all of a sudden a sound went out.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
and then it got really creepy, and then it's just like sometimes when I talk about certain things, right, for him to be careful, and he had a hitchhiker on him, and I got rid of the hitchhiker, and then everything went sideways afterwards.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what? That happens to me a lot of times. I get kicked out of my own podcast every so often, right?
Mhm.
And I got kicked out the other day too of my own podcast, right?
Jeez.
When we had Eric on, and then I got kicked out at the very end because I was talking about certain videos that should not be posted there about in Japan, and then I got kicked out the last minute.
Man.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
And then today we were talking about him being careful about where he goes paranormal investigating, and then poof, his sound went.
Jeez.
Hmm.
Man,
That's insane.
that is.
And you know what? I know what I do, and I know what spirits can see what I do, right? I know some of them are scared of what I can do because I can get rid of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can get rid of the dark ones too, but they don't like me very much, okay? And they're scared of me actually. And so they'll try to get rid of me or get rid of or stop the guest from talking.
Oh wow.
Man.
And it's just something that I'm so used to, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But you know, that's my job. That's what I do. That's my job.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, here. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's also didn't Princess Leia. Oh, yeah, they just did that as a joke, you know, like that actually was. Yeah, that. So there was a scene where Gail and her the actress that was meant to play her in Stab 3 was they were going to the archives to figure out why there were still like publicity still shots of Sydney's mother, Maureen Prescott, and they ended up going to the archives, and the person in charge of that was none other than Carrie Fisher. And there was this joke that she didn't get to play the part of Princess Leia. It just went to some other actress. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? You are Princess Leia.
Said that the likeness is uncanny.
Yep.
Oh man. And there was that scene also tackled the whole thing about people using stage names instead of their real names. I mean, some people do that. I mean, Natalie Portman, her real last name isn't Portman.
What's her real?
Well, I just found out John Legend isn't John Legend. It's like John Stevens.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He said that on The Voice.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Let me look up her real name. Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. Natalie Hirschlag.
Ah, no wonder she changed it. It's hard to say.
Hirschlag? I don't. Maybe it's
It might be hard to say.
Maybe it's Drew. Oh, she was born in Jerusalem, so I guess maybe it's a Jewish name. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's a religious name, probably.
Yeah.
It's like when they changed Marilyn
Yeah.
Monroe's name. They just
Very much.
wanted to give them a stage name instead. Something
that's
that's,
true.
like
Yeah. Channel
nicer.
Heart,
easier.
I feel the exact same way. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen Screen 3 in years. You know, I'm just going to throw this out because there's actually a very good reason why I think I haven't seen it in such a long time. And Don, you would probably remember this too. I do remember that AMC, when they had their Fear Fest or when they had Fear Fridays,
Right.
they often would show those movies on a regular basis. But every time now when AMC Fear Fest comes around, like the Halloween season, I don't know. There's certain movies they just don't show anymore on Fear Fest anymore. Like they they might show like the first Scream film, but they don't show the sequels. But there's various other movies that they haven't shown in years, at least almost 20. I just remember that AMC used to show a lot more of these movies probably back in the early 2000s than now.
They did.
But they don't have Fear Fridays anymore. And yeah, they're just only showing just relatively limited films. I mean, whether or not it's because they do or don't have the rights to show it, or they'd rather show these other movies, I don't know. But for some reason they haven't. That's one of the reasons why I haven't seen them for so long.
Yeah. Oh, here. I heard the girl playing Sydney instead was supposed to be one of the killers, but the script got leaked, so they changed. Oh, yeah, I did hear about that. I heard that like the script got leaked somehow. Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get some water just to help out with my allergies.
Yeah. Hey, dear Nick, do what I do. Have a drink beforehand.
Again, I got home so quick that I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just one of the issues that was with this film. I do remember there was this music video that I reacted to a while back on my channel called "What If" by Creed, where they actually promoted the Scream 3 with that music video. Yeah, David Arquette was in the music video. Yeah, I reacted to this, and this was like a few years ago, like I think 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, my back.
Yeah. Let's see. Imagination runs wild in the backgrounds. Yeah. Well, Denzel's, I think maybe this was a blessing in disguise for this film, because like having Roman being the standalone killer, like this is the only film where it was just one person instead of having a partner. It was just one killer.
Yeah, I kept doubting though, like the detective played by Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
I kept thinking like he's so iffy in it because of the way he would stare at Sydney and just give that vibe of killer.
Yeah, I hear you. And yeah, he kind of did have that vibe, and he's very knowledgeable about movies, so it kind of made you think. But it's like, but near the end when he ended up defending Sydney when the real Ghostface jumped out, lunged at her, and he jumped in the way. You know, like he took a stab for her.
He did. Yeah.
Yes. And let's see. We need to see Stu's sister soon. Oh yeah, like there was Oh wait, Stu, you mean the killer from the first? Oh, yeah, that would be interesting to have her as a killer in an upcoming film. Yeah, like just waited all this time. Yes, I remember Vampire from Crypt TV. I reacted to that. I think the last movie I saw with David Arquette was Eight-Legged Freaks. So yeah, I know he hasn't really done. Yeah, like the Scream franchise is the biggest role that he's known for. But
Dewey.
Yeah, Dewey Riley, and yeah, like it feels like his character. Like I said, his character and Gale, they just get more and more meta with each film. It's like, yeah, like they fell in love in the first movie, both in character and in real life. And, dated in the next, and while they were working in the next movie, and then were married in the third film. And it shows at the ending of Scream 3, where Dewey ends up proposing to Gale in a pretty unique way, I gotta say. Yeah, ends up proposing to her by trying to get her to sign her book of the Woodsboro murders, which depicted the events of the first movie. And she opened it up. There was an engagement ring on the inside, and inside of a hole cut out. So I thought that was clever.
That was cute.
Yeah. What if Stu had survived the TV crush? Unlikely.
I was gonna say that'd be quite a miracle to survive, but I don't think you would.
No, I'm pretty sure Stu had died from that. Like that's the theory that's been going around about Stu. So Stu is still alive and he's out there somewhere. I'm like, how did they lose track of his body then?
Yeah.
How did they lose track of him? That makes no sense.
Body snatchers took it.
Roman has no family to come back to besides Sid. Yes, that's the twist of Scream 3, is that not only was the killer Roman the director of the movie within the movie, Stab 3, but also he is the illegitimate son of Maureen Prescott, Sydney's mother. So Sydney and him are half siblings, and he ended up being the cause of the events from the first two movies, because he had shown that Maureen Prescott was having an affair with Billy's father, Billy the killer from the first movie. motivated him to kill her, and then go on a killing spree with Stu. It's Stu was basically just along for the ride.
Yeah.
So that's
thrill killing, if I would put it.
Pretty much. So that's what Randy. That's what Randy meant when he said that there was going to be something that you thought was true, but like you're about to find out something that's going to change everything you know about the past few movies, and this was it.
It makes you wonder who like his biological father was, because we know the mother was okay, like not a killer, but what if his father was like a killer or something?
Well, we know that he's illegitimate, like he was like illegitimately born from Maureen Prescott being taken advantage of by producers. It's also theorized that Lance Henriksen's character was the father.
Okay.
That scumbag producer. Yeah, it's implied that it was him. Yeah. I hate when people say that Stu and Billy started the murders because they literally didn't. Roman motivated them to go on the killing spree, but they did commit the first killings.
Right.
Yeah.
I just gotta hang on. I just gotta go to Chris's comment here. Father was Michael Myers.
Or Freddy.
Can you imagine right now, Don, if we had like our friend Mike Myers on right now and he saw that? Yeah, it is true. Joe and Irene, if you guys, we actually do have a friend of ours named Mike Myers. He's part of the Things of Illinois crew. So that'd be hilarious.
Famous.
It's true.
Mike, it was you?
It was him all along.
I knew it.
Man. Oh, man. But like it also there was a few scenes that I loved that I enjoyed making fun of. Like there was a scene where Jenny McCarthy's character Sarah, she was playing like actress for Stab 3, the movie. Yeah, like again, movie within a movie. I feel like I have to keep reminding, otherwise people are gonna get confused by it.
Stab.
Yes.
Oh my god. Dead souls. I actually have a kid named Michael Myers in my math class.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice.
I don't know if Mike, the Mike we know, is watching. There's something going on that you're not telling us.
I think I went to school with someone with that name too.
Like father, like son.
Oh, was he? Wow, nice. Oh, yeah. But I was saying that one of the scenes I like making fun of was by Jenny McCarthy, like where she's trying to like read. Her character Sarah is trying to read like from the script, like because she thinks that Roman's on the, like Roman's talking to her on the phone about the script, and she's like, "Why am I showering? Showering's overdone." Vertigo, hello, and I'm just like, no, you're thinking of Psycho. Like both of them are Hitchcock movies, but there are no shower scenes in Vertigo, just Psycho. And
yeah, she got it wrong.
I of all people would know.
Yep.
You're trying to tell us something?
Hitchcock.
Nick? Yep.
Has nothing to do with the movie.
I mean, he's your name, Jack Frost? What? Seriously?
Huh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Do you have Scream 3 on DVD? No, but I do have it in 4K, like digital. I used to have it on DVD years ago, but when my TV over there, got a 4K screen, it doesn't really process DVD. Like the quality is just poor on it. So so that's why I ended up replacing everything with Blu-ray or 4K like this. Yep. So yeah, traded in my Saw franchise recently for this on Blu-ray. So yep, everything's getting replaced for higher quality. Is Nick? He's muted.
He's talking to someone.
Yeah, Don, do you have all 6 movies in Blu-ray or 4K? No, I don't. I felt like there wasn't really much need for me to get it on Blu-ray because I have it on the stream services. You could actually watch all the Scream movies on stream. Screams 1 through 4 are on HBO Max, and 5 and 6 are on Paramount Plus. Yes,
I don't have that here.
I have all this. Oh, do you, Dead Souls? Nice. Tell Nick the storms are a-starting. Yeah, well. Yep.
My TV is totally different here.
There's definitely hail coming down.
You have hail?
Yes. I'm not sure. I don't think it's on Shudder. I mean, you would think like Shudder would have more. I think Shudder, like for the most part, Shudder puts on there like more independent horror films and TV shows.
Just a second, I gotta wash my hands. I'd say my peanut butter sandwich for this morning.
Oh, yeah. So, Nick's still muted. Let's see. There's a new Scream movie that just came out somewhat recently, was there? Yes, last year was Scream 6, which arguably one of the best sequels. I will say that.
I liked it. I really enjoyed it.
I just love how it does this. Like, it does have something pretty unique to connect all the previous movies. I'm not gonna spoil it for those who know. We're gonna get to that movie eventually. Yeah, we will be covering Scream 4, 5, and 6 somewhat down the road.
Ooh, I have to watch that.
Yes. Speaking of Shudder, what did you think of Late Night with Devil? Yes, I want to see that because they're actually showing that not just on Shudder, but also on in movie theaters around here. But since I have Shudder, I might as well watch it here. But yeah, I am interested in it. I've heard some good things about it, so I want to jump right in. Oh, yes. There's one horror film that I saw in theaters this past weekend. I saw this movie called Sting, which is about a giant killer spider. Yep. It's a story of a girl and her spider who ends up becoming a giant man-eater.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it's
I already know about this. The storms are starting.
Yes. Okay, here you
tell me that the storms are starting, although haven't really had it stormed not too long ago, but it's been going on and off.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Nick, I was just telling him about the movie Sting, and yeah, Sting ended up being better than I thought it would be. It is now my second favorite killer spider movie because
I was going to say, what's your first?
First would be this.
Oh, Arachnophobia, of course.
Childhood gem right there.
The girl or the spider? Which one becomes the man-eater?
Oh, the spider becomes the man-eater using the ventilation system to get around. So it's taking a John McClane approach. Thank you.
I guess Thomas is the greatest spiders.
Yeah, Thomas. No worries, Thomas. You're good. But yeah, Sting. It's campy, but it's enjoyably campy. Yes. But anyway, back to Scream 3. So let's see. What else did I wanted to mention on there? Oh yeah. This, like I said, this movie does expose that, like, tackle that issue about Hollywood producers and directors taking advantage of younger, like up and coming stars, actors and actresses, casting abuse like that, and that actually does happen in Hollywood more often than I would like. And we've covered, we've talked about several people who are guilty of that, such as Victor Salva. So that's the reason why we're not going to cover Jeepers Creepers movies on here. Let's see. We just mentioned Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, glad he's right where he belongs. And let's see. Oh yeah, Roman Polanski, who was who fled the authorities, when he got found out. And yeah, so I welcome him to come back to U.S. anytime. We have authorities who have a pair of handcuffs with his name on them.
I don't think he's going to be coming back anytime soon, Don.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, but the guy has made all kinds of great movies." I'm like, dude, I don't care if he's put out 100 blockbuster hits and has received EGOT status.
Sharon Tate's husband, Joe, makes a good point.
Yes, that's right. He was Sharon Tate's husband. Yes,
that's right.
And in case for those of you who don't know what EGOT status, that's for if you win. It's a very, very rare achievement, and that's EGOT status. It means you've won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony Award. Yeah, Tony Awards. They're the theatrical performance awards in America. So, and only a handful of people have gotten that status. Let's see, Whoopi Goldberg, Mel Brooks, Jennifer Hudson. Let's see, Audrey Hepburn. Oh, and John Legend. He very recently received that status. I believe he's the first African American to have that. Woody Allen.
Woody Allen too.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, you got status. Not easy to get. I mean, you look at all the major names in Hollywood, like Steven Spielberg. Let's see, Chris Columbus. Let's see, Leonardo DiCaprio. All the big directors and actors. Even none of them have it. You got status. Spielberg doesn't have it. Like Tarantino, it's crazy. how rare that is.
It is. Excuse me.
It's all right. So, what are your favorite? If you remember back to Scream 3, what are your favorite moments from the film?
You're asking me or Joe or
All of you. All of you.
Favorite moments? It's usually the kills.
Okay, which
I'm gonna go with that too.
Okay, so which what was your favorite kill of the movie? And I'm not just going to ask you, not just you guys, but also the audience too. I'm encouraging.
I do want to point out a part that's not a kill that like kind of pulled me in was the scene where she's having nightmares because of her like PTSD, and her mom comes to the window and haunts her and is like scratching at the window and just all scary. I remember that.
Yes, that's true. Oh man, but trying to remember when there was like a death in that film that would have been completely avoidable today with technology, because there's this one character named Tom who plays Stab 3's Dewey, who ends up getting killed like when he got stuck in the house when there was like gas buildup. He was like trying to read the note that they were that the Ghostface was faxing to him. Like said that there will be mercy to whoever smells the gas. That was the last word of there, because he was holding a light. He was using a lighter to read it, and he blew up.
I guess that would be a nightmare.
Yeah, that's avoidable with today's technology, because we have flashlights on this, and we have flashlights on this.
Yeah, we got flashlights on almost just about everything.
No, yeah, nobody really uses lighters as flashlights anymore to light the room. Yeah, same.
I mean, it was 2000, so you know what? Your access to certain lights was still relatively limited.
Yeah, how things have improved in 24 years.
I mean, they're getting a message through fax, so that tells you something.
Oh yeah, fax machines. There you go. Yeah, fax machines. That's another thing of the past. But it's like I do have a printer that actually does have a fax machine function, but it's like, what's the point?
Here's your answer. One of them, Don.
Oh yeah,
with shooting Roman in the head, final kill.
Yes.
Oh yes, he had to be killed with a headshot.
That's the other thing too, and I'm surprised you haven't brought this up, Don, about Scream 3. What's interesting about that one too is that this is really the first true Scream film where there's only one killer involved, unlike the previous two where there were duos.
I did mention that you were away.
I was on mute. I was talking. My mom was downstairs.
I got you. Yeah, so yeah, this was pretty unique in that aspect, where it was just where the Ghostface was just one man, not two, not like partners working together.
But we did say he was like a dual personality, kind of like Superman.
In a way, because you think about, because they were commenting earlier. I think who was it? Dead Souls was Dead Souls was commenting earlier that that Roman looks like a completely different person without the glasses. Kind of like a Clark Kent deal.
Yeah. So it's like he had an alter ego.
Like an alter ego, yeah. But nonetheless, I mean, it still is dealing with just one individual, unlike the two. But then again, when you look at the other two movies, we always thought it was just one individual, but in reality, it was actually two for each.
Yes. Yeah, in the previous films, we think that, yeah. And let's see, what was another death? Here's another death that would have been avoidable in general, because there was like that actress in the Stab film. What was her name? Angelina. She decided to just run off, desert the entire group, and ended up running into Ghostface and getting stabbed in the neck. Yeah, that was completely avoidable. If she had just, it's like I guess she doesn't believe in the whole concept of strength in numbers.
Chris is like, I don't have an alter ego, but I do have a big ego.
Oh man,
you gotta love Chris.
Hey, Lauren.
Hey,
how's it going? Yes. So, and also here's one thing that I find completely ridiculous about the movie. You know how Ghostface has like, he has a voice changer, disguising his voice, like making himself saying, like sound like, but but here's the thing. In this movie, he has somehow got the ability to copy the voices of other people to trick them in certain situations. Like the opening scene where makes it sound like it's like when he's calling Cotton, he sounds like some kind of a fangirl, but then that escalates and he switches to the usual Ghostface voice. It's like, how do you just one copy somebody else's voice and do it like that? I mean, back in those times, like, how would someone do that?
Let's go with computers.
But through a little handheld device, though.
Yeah.
Or maybe he could have been somehow been possessed by the spirits of those killers. That would be one reason why his voice would change.
That's not no.
I'm just joking.
Well, they said the technology in it was like he was cloning a phone number to make it look like he was calling from them.
Well, the cloning on disguising a number is one thing, but being able to somehow get somebody's voice, like that's something else entirely. It's like, yeah, maybe there's a way with modern technology, but not in the year 2000.
Maybe it's just like a voiceover because he's like producing. I would think it just has to do with some kind of radio technology.
Getting her a surprise gift.
Oh, that's awesome, Lauren.
Nice. But somehow was able to get Maureen's voice, and she had been dead for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought that was weird.
Yeah, that was the part that makes you think. Yeah.
How would you know her voice, and how would you?
I think I know. Because she was in Hollywood, and maybe he got like a copy of her in film or like auditioning, and he just took her voice from that. I don't know.
He was just an impressionist. Oh yeah. He would be a very impressive impersonation skill. I mean, as everybody who's familiar with my channel, they know that I can do impressions like crazy, but this is like something else entirely.
Yeah.
Just recorded them, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, with me, it's always just fictional characters like Pennywise, the dancing clown.
Well, let's be honest, of course, with Pickletop, he could really mimic Rick and Morty. It's too bad he's not on tonight because he knows how to copy those voices.
Yeah. Or I could just make everybody think I'm Donald J. Trump. Okay, running for president this year. Vote for me, please. Thank you. I'm coming back in 2024 with a vengeance.
Ghostface impersonating.
Ghostface impersonating Trump.
Yeah. Hello, Sydney.
Like, are you wearing your tidy whities?
Oh my!
That got creepy.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Well, I gotta tell you, on I think 3 podcasts away, maybe 4. Everyone's gonna say, "Now let's show up in our togas," right? And I'm going,
And
oh hell no! I'm saying, we're gonna do this.
It's true, Shadowheart. I've also
Amanda and I going,
oh man, yeah, Shadowheart. I actually did do that impression like years. Like,
excuse me.
I did that impression like years ago when I was playing Call of Duty online, and yeah, like when Donald Trump had just won the presidency. So I was just like going online, making people think I was Donald Trump. So whenever we won a match, I was just like,
there, we just won. Okay. And it's all thanks to my leadership. You're welcome. Okay. Like you just got double killed by President Donald J. Trump.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. And they're like, he's like, one guy said, I don't like you, Donald Trump. And I'm like,
okay, clearly that guy works for CNN. Just ignore him.
Fake news. Fake news.
It's all fake news.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Favorite is the best actor ever. Oh yeah. No, yeah, Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
Recently I played Count Dracula.
Where's Kate?
Once again I was a vampire. Once again I was a vampire.
Kate would love that.
Oh, she's heard it all the time.
There's only one. If I'm just gonna say, with this election, I can already see Nicolas Cage going to Trump saying, "Why didn't you put the bunny back in the box?"
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, but one thing I wanted to show you guys because like one thing I wanted to show you, like, you know how before I showed you the for what was it, Friends with No Faces by Leatherface.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
there's
geez, you got another
several
one?
that YouTube channel, the Merkins. They've done plenty of work which involves Ghostface.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, and one of them is like their most watched video from there. I want to show you guys this while I'm thinking of it.
Oh, this ought to be fun.
Oh boy.
I wish you could have had a larger crew for this, but still, it'll be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Here. Like I'm sure all of you are familiar with the Backstreet Boys, right?
Oh, this video. I know this one. I know exactly which one this is.
Okay.
Oh, Chris knows who they are, too.
Merkins are great. They're funny. Okay. Well, here's my favorite thing they did, in which Ghostface is starring in it. Here. I might as well show you. Here. Get ready to laugh.
I remember this one. Okay, I was supposed to have another.
Yeah, yeah. I said you on fire with gas and a lighter. You scream when I say I'll kill you that way. Sydney, my knife in the dark will reach to your heart. I'm Ghostface, and I'll kill you that way. When you die, ain't nothing but a dream stay. When you die, ain't nothing like a crystal lake. Tell me why it's nothing but a sinking. I'll kill you that way. I am Michael Myers, my one piece of tire. When I drove, it's too late. When I kill you that way. When you die, ain't nothing but a dream. When you die, ain't nothing like a tell me why it's nothing but a secret. I'll kill you that way.
Now that I'm wearing your body parts, it's the way that you used to bleed. Yeah.
Wait, you damn hillbilly. Enough of that backwoods bullshit. Jason, Michael, bring it back, bitch.
No matter the distance, I want you to know that I can guarantee. I say you on fire with gas and a lighter. I say. Just wanna kill you. Ain't nothing but a dream stay. Ain't nothing like in crystal lake. You're the crystal lake. But a secret. Oh yeah. I'll kill you that way. I'll kill you that way. Ain't nothing but a dream. When you die, ain't nothing like in crystal lake. Tell me why it's nothing but a secret. I'll kill you that way. When you die, nothing like in crystal lake. Tell me why it's nothing but a secret. I will kill you that way. 'Cause I'll kill you that way.
Oh, I love that. I was
That makes
singing.
me that makes me laugh every time. Every time. I did a
Oh,
I did a
God.
reaction.
I like the singing too. That was good too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was.
it was
It's
good.
really great. It's as Shadowheart pointed out. I find it ironic that Michael is actually probably the better singer of the group when he doesn't. like those who don't talk, like him and also Jason.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
it sings so well though.
And yeah, and also I love how that posters that they all had, and also the one that said "Call me Ghostface." I like asking him to call her.
Mhm.
That was hilarious. Wanted to ask if Rich
Oh,
was in a
so
Scream
damn
movie.
funny.
I'm not sure. I don't think I saw her in Scream movie. I do remember her and She's All That. Like my sisters had a DVD of that when we were
God,
kids.
all that movie
Yeah,
was
she-
I think the girl that was in the acting for Stab, she kind of resembled her a little bit, but
Slightly.
when she's a little bit, she looks like
Yeah.
her a little, but it's not her.
No, it's not her at all. Yeah, but yeah, and also one thing that felt so crazy to me was where the scene where Sydney was going on the set of Stab 3, which was like an exact replica of like the final act of the first Scream movie, and it had to have been painful for her to be there, like actually, and like seeing reminders of that night, like the bloodied doggy door in the garage door, where her best friend Tatum had been killed in the first movie, and going to her old bedroom. But I will say this, I do like how they added that poster for Creed in her in that bedroom.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because Creed music video, What If? That's why. Man. And then the killer ends up tracking her down there, and I like how she ended up outsmarting him by going up to a fake door, like what she realized was a fake door that led to like a huge drop. She ended up hiding inside of like a crevice, not crevice. It's like it's like so there's part where you could stand on the other side of it, and then she ended up, when the killer got through that door, she ended up pulling him and throwing him down. Yeah.
She's smart at least.
Yeah, so that's what I like about Sydney. She's one of my favorite. That's why she's one of my favorite final girls in female protagonists in horror films, because just how quick she is to act. Yeah, it's like if I was on a life or death situation, I would want her on my team.
Sorry, guys. I don't know if you noticed. My eyes have been really itchy. The allergies are just torturing me. I just took some medication, so it's gonna take a while for it to work. But yeah, it's a serious. This marks the beginning.
Bad. It's been bad. It's really bad here too.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, see, for me, my allergies, they last for at least about a good 6 weeks. So this is really just day one. So I got a long way to go, unfortunately.
Yeah. And also that actress who I think he was thinking about was Jennifer Jason Leigh, was that character and what was it, Angelina? She was supposed to be playing Sydney in the Stab 3 movie, but when the movie got canceled, the real Sydney came across her, was in possession of a Ghostface mask and a phone, and it makes me think, is she the killer all this time? I mean, she was supposed to be in the original script. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it's referencing. But she said, since the movie's not going to work out, I'm just taking these as souvenirs. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, there is a term for that in the filmmaking business. Taking souvenirs from a set without permission. What is that term? Oh yeah, stealing.
Yeah.
Superhero horror shows.
Oh, there's only a handful of superhero horror, like Brightburn. That's one of the more modern examples of it. Yes,
the evil Superman.
Yeah, that's really what that is. If Superman turned evil, Brightburn.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, he did have all the powers of Superman. So.
Yeah.
And even had kryptonite.
Ooh.
What about Venom? Because I mean, yeah, he's funny, but he kind of is supposed to be like the evil side that wants to do all the bad things.
Yeah. The evil half of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it the Black Spider-Man?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, Venom, he could easily be a horror villain. I mean, even in because I've been playing Spider-Man 2 on the live stream, and I'm at the part where we're encountering Venom, and he's like the most destructive Venom I've ever seen in fiction because he's like taking over New York City by spreading symbiotes that possess other people. I mean, just that alone is horror film quality right there.
Yeah.
That's characteristic. I mean, and also he's voiced by Tony Todd in the game.
Oh, really?
Yes, Tony Todd, the perfect. I showed you that, Nick. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right. See, I get sorry. My mind's been going all different directions. Had a lot going on.
Tony Todd, who has the perfect voice for Venom. So yeah,
really
that was excellent casting. Yes. Oh man. So yeah, what else was I gonna say?
Candyman himself. That's right, Chris.
Yes, Candyman himself. Correct. Yes. And yeah, like when they first introduced like Sydney into this film, like she was like starting to like live off the grid, like under a fake name, and like working for like a women's crisis counseling. Yeah, which I gotta say, like that not a bad choice. Like after everything she's been through, wanted to put her experience, use it for good. But I can't imagine it'd be easy like living off the grid under her fake name. I mean, eventually Ghostface was able to track her down, and like smoke her out with that call. And I just cannot get over like how did Ghostface get a hold of her mother's voice?
Yeah.
It's kind of strange that see again that goes back to the whole situation with all these different voice changes.
Yeah, it's like Sydney's mother's been dead for a while, and he somehow has her voice.
I think it's just during the time when she was there in Hollywood. She must have samples or something of her voice.
Samples that I doubt had aged well after over 20 years.
You'd be surprised.
Like in film, like because she was auditioning and being in Hollywood, and they didn't know that part about her before.
Yeah, but in order to but say that stuff was kept in storage for long periods of time, right? But and he was only recently able to get a sample of that because he's working in the film studio. But it's not. But it's no guarantee that it because film deteriorates over time. Like after 20-something years, it's.
Do you think he just stalked so well that he was wanting to know his mother, so he might have seen her, watched her before she passed?
Well, she did collect video of him of her having affairs with other men, including Billy's father, leading.
So he might have just super stalked her, and it didn't really show that part.
That'd be my guess. Hey, that's the only possibility I can come up with. But to a sample the voice is somehow able to get it to, I don't know. You could just use it to help mimic that same voice with the device. Yeah, I don't get how technology be like that when back then.
It seems unusual for its time, but it obviously existed.
Yeah. It's like, how do you do that with just one little device? that just seemed unlikely to me.
I think it's recording. He recorded it somehow and played samples of it.
Oh man, but yeah, like I said, there were so many deaths in this film that I felt like could have easily been avoided. Like the guy who blew himself up, he could have just left the house with the rest of them instead of remaining inside. Yeah, that character Tom. I wish Tom Nally had joined us, because then I could just tell him, "Sorry, Tom, you didn't survive this movie."
Why he turned himself into a pickle?
No. Well, you guys are playing with. You guys was shooting those little balls all over the field,
Oh man!
I was wondering, did you lose something?
Man, but. Yeah, then I just Jenny McCarthy's character when how she was killed off. She was trying to run and hide, and there was a whole bunch of Ghostface costumes that there were, because it's the movie set where they're filming a movie about Ghostface. So she's surrounded by them, and Ghostface is hiding amongst them. And I'm just he's pulling that old trick. Oh yes, Tom. Yeah, he disappeared right into the Upside Down. That's right. He hasn't been. He's still finding his way back. We've yet to see him. Oh, here.
Yeah. Well, I guess, Charles was here before Irene showed up. So, that's why he's saying hello again.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So yeah, Charles was saying that he hopes you're doing well, Irene.
I am.
Yes.
I'm just busy trying to make stuff, getting stuff ready to be shipped out.
I
I just do my work.
yeah, I got you. But I gotta say that finale from the film, like where Sydney and like Roman are finally facing off one another, taking place inside of Milton's private screening room, where all this mess began.
Mm.
Yeah, but I thought that was pretty fitting. And I'd look at that private screening room, like hidden behind a bookshelf, and I'm just like, man, why don't I have one of those?
Yeah, a secret room with a passage
Yeah,
through the bookshelf.
When you pull up the books and then it opens up.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah. So, yeah, I would love to do that with just like one of these, like probably I don't know, one of my Godzilla movies. Just do this, and then this whole thing shifts aside. And I got a big theater, and I got a nice big theater back there.
Don't forget, you got a popcorn maker. You got kernels there. You got.
Yes, I would have that too.
And your soda.
He had all these like secret passages. Like, what about that one with all the mirrors? And
yeah, the one that
the hallway.
The one that that actress for Gail was
yeah.
was I mean not hiding behind, was trying to get Dewey and Gail's attention, but ended up not being so lucky.
No, he already stabbed her by then.
Yeah. And she was even saying things like stop, I'm not afraid of you. I'm like, clearly you are. You're like running away from him instead of like facing him. Like
you're already running out the door.
You're the one who's running away from him.
See, I told you.
And
bye.
Yeah. And also, Dewey just using up all his bullets, because here's the thing. Like that actress, she was like banging on the there were like a row of mirrors, right? Of like two-way of those mirrors where you could see in one direction but not in the other way around. She was banging on the far end of it, but then Dewey was like shooting on the other side of them instead of in the direction like to shatter, then finally shatter that mirror after she had died.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, he could have just shot the one that was next to the one she was banging on.
Mm-hmm. It took him forever to get to her.
Yeah, he could just. It's like I would have done it differently if I were in his shoes. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing about horror movies. Yeah, sometimes it's not always good decision making that happens.
Yeah.
That's.
I have a question.
Oh yes.
On the part where I guess Sydney comes and to the mansion and he has her like wand herself to make sure she doesn't have any metal on her or guns, and then she throws the gun into the pool, and then when she's in the room she has another gun.
Yep.
So
she was smart enough to avoid not scanning her leg. Yeah,
so she hit another one.
Yeah, but she hit another one. She purposely scanned took a second gun, like for the purpose of scanning to make him think that was her only weapon.
Okay, because I was like, wait, did she just throw the gun in the pool?
No, it was a separate gun.
Okay.
Yeah, she wasn't expecting it. He wasn't expecting her to have a leg holster carrying a second gun. It's like, oh,
she's really ready.
Oh yes, and brought a bulletproof vest. Right. And she brought a bulletproof vest for because she knew she would end up needing it. So
that was super smart.
Yes, totally. Not only that, but I'm pretty sure bulletproof vests, I mean, the Kevlar, that could also deflect like knife attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I know police units, they have I mean, the Kevlar vests are more improved now than they were back then. But yeah, I was thinking they could stop bullets. If they could stop bullets, they had to have been able to stop knives, right? If he ended up trying to stab her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So either way.
Why, even on that scene where Dewey kept shooting at him to kill him, and he had all these shots, but it wasn't fatal because he also had a vest. So they're like, shoot him in the head.
Yeah, I would have realized sooner that was the case. Like you shot him twice, it has no effect on him. Don't you think maybe he has a bulletproof vest on? I mean, it's like, come on, you used to be a cop. Surely you know that bulletproof vests are a thing.
Yeah, He didn't think of it, and then so that's why they thought, superhuman powers, but no, it's just the vest.
Oh, pointed objects can go through them. Oh, so
Kind of the way they get wave. Whoa, excuse me.
But at least maybe not fatal.
Maybe. I mean, as long as it avoids certain arteries and certain vital areas, then yeah, it's not fatal. Like we have arteries all around us, even our neck, which has the carotid artery, which is responsible for pumping blood from the heart into the brain, right? So, yeah, that's one of the most fatal injuries. If that had been stabbed.
Most cops are taught 2 bodies, 1 head.
Oh, just
it's
shoot
on Zombieland.
Right.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Most cops are shot to shoot twice in the body, once in the head. If twice in the body, they assume that there's guy's wearing a bulletproof vest, so they go for the head.
Yep.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of cop shows where they do that.
Yep.
Or on Zombieland, it's double tap.
Double tap. Yeah.
That's right. Oh man, yeah, I love the original Zombieland, but Zombieland 2 is worth seeing as well.
I've been listening to that song that Woody Harrelson, like that cover of Burning Love that he did at the end of the that's just, and normally I'm not much of a country fan, but that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Woody Harrelson's got some music talent.
Yeah, he does. He really does. But yeah, I like both Zombieland films equally. I think they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, pretty much how I like both Deadpool movies equally. Both of them are as great as the other. Can't wait for the new one.
Yeah, well, just a few more years before we get to 2029, and we'll hopefully see Zombieland 3 then, because they have been talking about wanting to do this every 10 years.
I would have a feeling that's what was going on.
Well, and even people will say, well, somebody they know the rest of the crew would still be alive, but would someone like Woody Harrelson still be alive? Because he's obviously the oldest out of the group, but he's kind of like what Joe says all the time, that he's a vampire. Woody Harrelson says, I'll never die anytime soon. I'm still going to be here for that. So I got a good feeling that he's probably going to still be alive by 2029.
Well, look at Bill Murray. I mean, he's still doing
Bill Murray, yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, too bad he couldn't stay alive in Zombieland.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah.
But I thought that was kind of dumb on his part. Trying to play a practical joke on, or try to play a prank on Columbus by dressing up as a zombie. I'm like, you're in a zombie apocalypse. He shoots zombies on sight. Going in there dressed up as a zombie. Guess what he's gonna do?
That was still pretty funny though. I still remember even saying to myself, "Oh my God, he shot Bill Murray."
Oh man, yeah, that's true. But there was one cast member that I forgot to mention on here. Who was it? Oh, Patrick Warburton. Yeah, he played that bodyguard, Stone. Patrick Warburton.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That ill-fated one who ended up apparently his character said that he was a bodyguard who protected Julia Roberts, and also I think he said Posh Spice. I'm guessing that's one of the Spice Girls. Yeah, that's how.
Really?
Yeah, that's
seriously.
Yeah, that's how you. Yeah, well, his character says he protected that, and as a bodyguard, yes. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's how you know this is like 2000 or early 90s when there's Spice Girls mentioned.
Yeah, no, that was late 90s.
Well, late 90s, but this is year 2000.
Yeah, that is said early 90s. I was gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying that's when their popular was spiked back then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that group?
They broke up.
Mm-hmm.
There hasn't been any reunions or anything like that.
Oh, there have been. There have been. I've seen on the news. They did mention a few times on the news.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I do watch a bunch of music shows where they do talk about this stuff. But he got to ask him, that character was asking to get killed, when he was making that comment about Dewey's sister, saying, he's like, I want to make sure this thing doesn't butcher you like it did with your sister. I'm like, that was a low blow, seriously.
Yeah.
And then the killer was and he thought he was saying this to Dewey, but it turns out it was the killer using the device to mimic Dewey's voice, saying, I can't believe you said that. That makes me. Then Ghostface comes up behind and says, angry. And then just gets him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler, please, kidding. Right. Oh yeah, and oh wait, this is year 2000, so this would be a year after Family Guy started, where he started voicing Joe.
Yeah.
Special.
Hey, Peter. Tom's better at it though. Say it than I can.
I can't do that voice at all.
Yeah. See, again, another reason why we don't have Pickled Tom on. He'd do the voice.
Oh wait, there was that character, Mindy. What was her name? Martha Meeks, Randy's sister. I believe she did reprise her role in Scream 5 in Scream 5. I think she did. Let me scroll. Yep, she did. I was going back to IMDb to double check that. Wait a minute. Last name Matarazzo. Is she related to? Wait, hang on. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought she was. I was double checking to make sure, see if she was related to Gaten Matarazzo, who plays Dustin in Stranger Things.
Yeah,
But,
when you said that last name, I'm like,
I was like, wait. Yeah. Yeah, so I was just like, wait a minute. Matarazzo. I'm like, wait, is she related to him? Yeah, like some people like have last names that are similar. Like there was that one actor from what was it? Predator 2, whose last name was Baldwin. Turns out he's not related to the Baldwin brothers.
I was gonna say I don't think he's related to the Baldwin brothers.
Nope. Yeah. That's another movie we got to cover is like the Predator movies, but I also want to cover the Alien movies first. Yeah. What? Or actually, no, wait. Thought of something. We cover an Alien movie and then a Predator movie,
and then Alien versus
switch,
Predator later.
Like switch
Well,
back and
funny
forth.
enough, Dodd, if you don't mind me telling, we're possibly going to go see Alien in next week because if you guys didn't know, they're having a special screening of the original Alien for the 45th anniversary.
Right.
They're having it on April 26th. We don't know exactly. I'm still waiting, Don. I don't know exactly which theaters yet. I'm still watching for it, but we're going to go see it on Friday. And that's also going to be Don's birthday gift because I'm paying for it.
Nice. Appreciate it, man. Yep. Seeing my all-time favorite horror film in theaters.
Awesome.
You'll really, and I've since I've gone to a few of these, re-screenings of classic movies. Trust me, Don, you will feel like you're back in 1979, even though we were never born then. You're going to feel like you're in 79 for a little while.
Yes. I mean, it's like, sure, I can watch Alien anytime I want, but seeing it in theaters, now that would be a great experience.
On the big screen, yeah, and especially when it's all like, what's the word I'm thinking of?
When it's all like lights
restored.
off, you're like it's rescored, like you're in that atmosphere, that dark atmosphere that film is known for.
Yeah,
yeah,
and it feels like it's brand new when you see it.
Yes,
like it would be pretty much released the exact same ways as it was originally released back in the late 70s.
Right. And my parents remember that movie being in theaters. Like they didn't see it in theaters; they walked past a theater that was playing it. So one of the theater rooms that was playing it, and I don't think it was. No, it wasn't AMC. No, it wasn't that. But yeah, they walked past it, and they actually heard audiences screaming.
My mom, she went to go see it. She saw it in theaters back in '79.
Nice.
That was probably, in fact, I think that was probably the only time she ever saw a horror film in theaters.
Yeah, this is back when my parents were in college and they were dating. So, yeah, 1979. Yeah, I think that might have been their senior year.
That was just 2 years after my dad graduated high school, and my mom, I believe, then was studying in law school then.
I see. Yeah, but yeah, I bet they never expected their unborn son to have that being one of his all-time favorite movies.
Geez, I was 15 that time.
Oh, wow.
I see. Yeah, man, 45 years ago, it feels like it's obviously a completely different era from what we have today. Man.
It really is. Because not to mention, of course, I mean, let's be honest. Obviously, they didn't use CGI, and just the design for the xenomorph is certainly some of the best designs that have been put together.
Yep. Yeah. So much good things about that film. I was hoping to save that for like the 100th FearFans podcast, but I might be pressured into doing it sooner because you got this coming out. You got the new Alien movie, Alien Romulus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got that, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so yeah, Scream 3. I mean, it is technically. I mean, yeah, it's not as great as the first one, but it still had a few things going for it. I mean, I do like how it has that whole message about trilogies, how it really paid homage to like satire to like everything we know about trilogies, like how it introduces new things, like as Randy mentioned, like in Return of the Jedi, like that released a secret too.
Mm.
Yeah, seriously, thinking back to that movie, it's like where you find out that Leia is Luke's sister, and then she says, I know. Somehow all along I knew. And I'm like, really? Well, that makes the kiss that you shared with him in the last movie very creepy then.
That's right.
Yeah, that was weird.
Chris said he watched Ghost Story. That was his first horror movie back in 1981.
Wow.
Mm.
Nice. I remember my first horror film.
Yep.
5 years old.
Mine's Texas Chainsaw, and then I fell in love with horror at 5.
Oh, really? Were you? Nice. That's how I was. That's how I was back then. Yeah. What was your first horror film, Nick?
My first one would probably have to be, well, I know it's not necessarily horror, but obviously it has horror elements to it. But it's nonetheless, it's what introduced me to the horror genre. That's undoubtedly Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, it does have horror aspects to it.
That's what I mean. It has horror elements to it. I mean, it's not necessarily a full horror film, but it does have the elements of it. I guess you got to say that was pretty much the one film that showed me that showed fear, if you will. And that's what I really enjoyed about it. And that's what kind of landed me to where I am today.
Yes. Yeah. Joe's pretty much put me on the path where I am today. Yeah.
I had Fred Astaire in it in Ghost Story.
Fred Astaire. What does that name sound familiar?
It is familiar. I'm trying to think. Where have I heard that name before?
Fred Astaire. Oh, he was in
You guys don't know Fred Astaire?
Oh wait, he was a dancer back in the 30s.
Oh, here.
Singing in the rain.
Yeah,
I'm seeing it now. Okay, let's see.
He was also in well, funny enough, since Easter was 2 weeks ago, he was in the film Easter Parade with Judy Garland.
Mm-hmm.
And he was quite a big, but he was more quite of the dancer back in his days. You know, he was just known for his he even was an inspiration for Michael Jackson, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see. Chris, you mentioned that you saw him in Ghost Story. I believe Ghost Story was the last film that he starred in before his death in 1987.
That's correct. Yeah, he was 88 years old.
Right. Yes. Man.
Yeah, he was in a lot of different movies, mainly back in the 30s and 40s, like Top Hat, Swing Time, Shall We Dance, Holiday Inn, Easter Parade, Bandwagon, Funny Face, and Silk Stockings. In fact, he's part of the list of classic Hollywood cinema in 100 years, 100 stars. And for him, he made it to number 5. Yeah. He was the 5th greatest male star of classic Hollywood cinema.
Right. That's true. Oh, Nick, we did mention, I don't know if you were here for this. We did mention Patrick Dempsey. So it's been pretty crazy, like seeing him in this, knowing he plays a big horror villain in Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's right. That's crazy to think that, almost 25 years later, he'd basically be his own killer, if you will.
Pretty much. Like, it makes you think he's the killer in Scream 3, like near the end, but I'm like, no, don't worry, guy Nev Campbell. He's not the killer in this. Just wait almost 25 years from now.
He's McDreamy.
Yes, he is. Grey's Anatomy. We mentioned that earlier. Yes. And yeah, that's right. Transformers. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy.
Charles was 24. Oh, I think we lost Irene.
Oh.
You know what? I saw her screen went black. I think her battery might have died.
Oh, that's why I was keeping mine on the charger.
Oh, wait. Nope, she's back. Here she is. We thought your battery died.
We got a couple minutes.
Yeah, we got it. Let's see. What was it? Oh, Derek Shepard. That was his name in Grey's Anatomy.
Mm.
Yes. like my family watched. They've watched that show a little bit in the past, so yeah, I'm familiar with some of his work. Yeah, but
Do you remember a television program called Night Stalker?
Night Stalker.
Night Stalker, I've heard of. Yeah.
Mhm.
I might have.
It was about a reporter who goes out in the middle of the night. He sees all these
Accidents
Oh.
yeah,
or
and some of
crimes.
them were zombies and some of them were really creepy things that happened at the night. It was one of my favorite.
I remember this. I just looked it up. I know exactly what the show is. Don, this show, in fact, airs on MeTV. This was a show that aired back in the mid-'70s. It didn't last for very long, but it only lasted from 1974 to 1975. Darren McGavin, he investigates mysterious crimes with unlikely causes, those involving the supernatural or science fiction, including fantastic creatures. And the really cool part about the show is that it often does take place here in Chicago. So, but it does, but not always necessarily. Sometimes it will take place in other cities. It's in fact kind of Chris Carter cited Kolchak as a tremendous influence in creating his franchise, The X-Files. So it kind of actually was the inspiration for, almost like as if you would want to kind of put it as like a combination of kind of like the Twilight Zone and the X-Files of the 70s.
I can see
It
that.
was one of my favorite shows. I always
It was
couldn't wait
good.
to watch it at nighttime.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's not. I'm glad MeTV's been re-airing it. Although, unfortunately, at the time they do air it, it's usually late. I mean, but it is that kind of show though, where it's that classic TV show you definitely want to watch if it's like 10 or 11 o'clock at night and there's really nothing else to watch that's interesting.
That's X-Files for me.
Yeah, it's a good show. I think you'd like it, Don.
It was actually more. I don't know. It got to the creep factor more than the X-Files. The X-Files was really whatever. You can take it or leave it with the X-Files, but that one, it showed really creepy things happening. It was more scary than the X-Files.
Yeah, more supernatural.
Yes, I love the Exorcist. Yeah, we've covered that one on the podcast before. Love it.
Yeah, I mean there were a few times like where typical of such shows from that era. There were times sometimes they added, some pieces of humor in it, but a lot of times it did get pretty creepy. As I would put it, the first beginning of it acts almost like a crime show, but then the rest of it becomes more kind of horror science fiction related.
And then when they got into this one part that I liked was the zombie that they had to put salt in the guy's mouth and he had to sew the mouth up. That was really cool.
Yeah, I think you'd like the show, Don. Like I said, it's on MeTV.
I'll have to check it out.
I think it airs. Matter of fact, I think it airs right after Svengoolie.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, here, guys. It's 10. We got to wrap this up. So, Scream 3. Yeah, it's, I mean, lots of people consider it to be one of the weaker films of the series, but, but I have seen worse sequels than this. And it did have it has its weaknesses, but it also does have its strengths. But
that show made me laugh all the time. I used to laugh my guts out watching Scream movies.
Be sure to tune in next week when we cover something that some of you have been wanting us to cover for a while, and it's Paranormal Activity.
Ooh,
I
love that one.
I think you're going to have a good majority of the paranormal show hosts for that one, Don.
I'm in there like a dirty shirt.
One thing I just want to throw out real quick too. I mean, just the announcements, for my show. I'll be back on with part 3. Hopefully this is the last part I have to do on the Super Outbreak, but we're going to be back with Nick Files tomorrow afternoon, although we are going to start a half hour early because we ended up going 2 hours and I unfortunately I ended up cross streaming with another show by accident, so we're not going to make that mistake tomorrow. So we're going to start at 4:00 my time instead.
Okay.
And to the Graven back. I'm not. To the Graven back, and this is actually something. I don't know if you guys saw the message that Lois sent. You guys are welcome to join this one too if you'd like. Okay. Lois is going to do a special episode of To the Graven Back about serial killings that inspired horror films.
Oh, like Ed Gein.
Like Ed Gein, yeah, like
Okay.
very much like that. So all three of you guys are welcome to join if you like, if you got time for it. It's going to be at around 3 o'clock.
3 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, it's 3 p.m. over here. Oh, geez, I keep forgetting the time difference. So,
Man.
but yeah, we're going to be doing that, and then also Thursday, with Supernatural Talk will be our 100th episode. We officially made it.
Nice.
So
Exciting.
I don't know what to expect, but it should be a lot of fun. And for Frighteners, I think we might have another guest coming on for Friday, but I got to check with Lois. And then, and also one final announcement. This has nothing to do with the shows. Jill and Irene, I know you guys already know about this because I remember you guys reacted to the picture. I also just want to give a shout out for a good friend of mine, another investigator in our family by the name of Mary Lynn Moore. Tragically passed away 3 days ago, which was unexpected. I only ever had the opportunity of meeting her once at SilCon, but we did stay in contact, like on Facebook every now and then.
Yeah.
But I didn't find out until last night. Unfortunately, she wasn't even that old. She was only 60 years old. So, definitely.
So you're really not saying anything great about it because that's how old I am.
Oh, jeez. Sorry,
Nick.
Sorry, but no, I mean,
What is wrong with you, Nick?
Well, with all due serious though, I mean, definitely my heart goes out to her family. So we're definitely gonna miss her.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Chris. Yes. Hey, really appreciate you watching, Chris. Thanks. And so, like I said, next week, Paranormal Activity. Can't wait.
Okay.
And, yes. And so,
what, Chris?
All right. Anyway, see you on the next stream, Don. Yes. Thank you. So, yeah, next stream I'm going to be doing on my channel is going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. when I'm going to be playing some more Spider-Man 2. Can't wait to continue on with that game. Yeah, fighting a villain played by Tony Todd. Yeah. Yeah.
Kitty.
Yeah. Yes. Voiced by so fighting another villain voiced by Tony Todd. And so yeah, I can't wait for that. So yeah, be sure to tune in at 7 p.m. at Central Time on Thursday for that live stream. So hope you guys enjoyed this edition of the Fear Fans podcast. And until next time.
The cat has the last word, as Chris says.
It's stabbed.
Bye.
Until next time, stay off your phone.
Bye.
Love that.